Here's the thing. I love fitness and it's such a huge passion and interest of mine, and I haven't talked about it here yet. So I might change that and start posting workouts here and there or just other health and fitnessy related things. I'm feeling really good about everything right now. I've gone through a past of underdoing it with eating, overdoing it with eating, overdoing it with exercise, all these things that were just super unhealthy, and now I feel like I'm at a really balanced place in my life with all that, and it just feels good to move your body, and you don't have to follow all these rules or be perfect, or only do weight training or only do cardio or only do CrossFit. Like, there's so many options out there, and you just got to find what works for you. But I just feel like I'm at a really healthy place with eating and working out, and I love training. I love getting stronger. I love getting faster, all these things. And I thought I would share a little bit about it. Today we're going to go through a workout. If I have more time, I love to go to the gym, lift heavy, get stronger, or go on a nice long hike or trail run. I'll always incorporate some yoga or mobility work into my little routine, and I will always play outside. I will ski, play volleyball, go mountain biking, just run around in the grass with the dogs. Those are really important things to me. Lately, we've been super busy, so my workouts have been shorter, less frequent, and that's okay. You go through waves and ride it out, make it work. So today's workout will kind of reflect more of my routine lately, just because we've been out of town. We have a bunch of weddings coming up, all that stuff. So I've been doing shorter kettlebell workouts, which the kettlebell is the best thing ever because it's great for strength, for endurance, for coordination, for balance, for mobility, for power and speed. The kettlebell is so awesome. First, I'm gonna walk you, or just show you, just a quick warm-up routine. I walk the dog, so I'm, the blood's flowing a little bit, and then I'll just do a quick 3 to 5 minute mobility, make sure my core is turned on, make sure my back muscles are turned on, just to prevent injury, bring my shoulder through range of motion, just to make sure I'm ready for the workout. And then the workout is gonna be a 30-minute EMOM workout. What that means is every minute on the minute. So as soon as the second hand of your watch, which I don't have right now, turns 0, you're gonna start the exercise. You're gonna do as many reps as I say, or as whatever the workout says, and then for the rest of the minute you can rest. So some of the moves might only, like if you have 20 kettlebell swings, it might take you 30 seconds, and you would have 30 seconds to rest for the rest of the minute. Or it might take you 50 seconds, then you would only have 10 seconds to rest. Each move kind of differs. It's usually between, the moves usually take between 30 and 50 seconds, so you have the rest of that minute to rest. There's 6 different exercises, and we're gonna do them 5 times through. So you'll do exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then repeat it 5 times. So it's not something where you finish a round and then you have a minute of rest after you complete all the exercises. Whatever you have left in the minute is your rest. So this will be full body. It should get some strength in there, some coordination and balance, definitely some endurance, some cardio, the whole shindig. So I'll walk you through a quick, probably sped up warm up just to show you what I do, and then I'll go through one round of each of the exercises and talk with you through those. Okay, so starting out, we have some twisties for the spine, just getting loose, and then we're going to bring our shoulder through rotation and flexion extension, full range of motion, without twisting through your spine. Try to do a couple on each side. Then we're going to go down to a malasana squat and open up the chest. Make sure you're taking deep breaths during this. Do a little squat and hamstring stretch. And then we're going to move on to a bird dog position. Pretend you have a glass of water on your back and you don't want it to spill. So keep that spine nice and level. And this is just turning on your core muscles. And then we're going to move our shoulder blades through full range of motion. Bringing the arms down at the bottom works on internal rotation. Next is a couple sun salutations just to get the whole body loose and feeling good. And then it never hurts to do a few lunges on each side just to get the glutes turned on and ready to go. All right, I hope y'all are ready to work out in 3, 2, 1. So our first move is a Russian kettlebell swing. You're gonna do 25 reps. And for the Russian swing, you're really focusing on hinging at your hips instead of bending and extending at your knees. So it's not so much of a squat movement as it is a hip hinge movement. So you should feel this a lot in your glute muscles and your hamstrings. And then the other thing about the Russian kettlebell swing is you're only raising the kettlebell to shoulder height as opposed to overhead. And for that reason, I'm using a little bit of a heavier weight for the Russian swing. Here I'm using a 45 pound kettlebell. Whereas with American swings where you go overhead, I would probably use something a little bit lighter unless I'm really challenging myself. So the rest of the minute you get to rest as much as you can until the second hand hits 0 again. So the second move we're going to do here is a unilateral move. So you'll do a bent over row, and then you're going to pull up to kind of a rotational clean. So you're going to do 10 reps on each side. And I'm just going to turn so I can show you what it looks like from this angle. I will admit cleans is where I really need to improve with the kettlebell. I don't feel like my form is on point yet, but I'm going to keep working on it. So you'll do 10 rows and 10 cleans, but just on one side for now because we'll revisit the other side later. So for that row portion, you should really feel your back muscles working. And then the clean is more of a power movement, kind of full body, getting your legs into it, your core, and your pulling muscles in your arms as well. So 10 reps, and then we're going to rest for the remainder of that minute and move on to our third move, which is a deadlift to a clean with a squat jump. So I like to do more of a stiff leg deadlift just to target my hamstrings more, but it's up to you. So you're going to do the deadlift, and then you're going to pull it up into a clean, squat down, and then jump as high as you can. This one is really good for your quads because I use the heaviest kettlebell, and you'll definitely feel it. I didn't do as many reps for this one. I think I did 5 total possibly, or 7 total. I'll count in a minute, but just because the squat got pretty difficult. So make sure you're jumping as high as you can. I know it wasn't looking like I was jumping very high, but I was working as hard as I could. So fewer reps on that one because I want you to really focus on more of a powerful, explosive movement. Like jump until your legs jiggle like mine did. And we're about to move on to round or move number 4, which is the same thing that we did on the other side. So we're just switching arms here. This is your bent over row into that rotational clean. And for this move, I decided to, for the first and third moves, I used the 45 pound kettlebell, but for the second and fourth rounds, I'm using a 30 pound kettlebell. I could go heavier for a row, but like I said, I'm still definitely working on my clean form, and when I go heavier than that, it looks even worse. So stick with a weight that allows you to have relatively good form, but challenges you as well. So that was 10 reps on that second side. And we're resting. We have we have 2 more moves left. So move number 5 is you're going to get into a lunge position and do an upright row, working your lateral delt muscles. You're going to kind of fish it underneath your thigh, and then you're going to do a jump lunge into the other side. So this is definitely full body and a little bit more cardio with the jump lunges. So like I said, the upright row works your lateral delt. I'm going to turn around here so you can see that angle. And then obviously the jump lunges are great for your quads, and definitely working that muscular endurance here with some weighted jump lunges. You're going to do 20 reps total, so it ends up being 10 reps on each side. And since your delt or your shoulder muscles are a smaller muscle group, I went down in weight here. So I was using a 15-pound kettlebell. If I had something in between a 15 and a 30, that would have been fine as well, because I find that you can do higher weights with upright rows than you would with lateral raises. But moving on to the last move, and that is a figure 8 with a kettlebell, and you're kind of sitting in this awkward squat position, but that'll work your quad endurance, and then doing the figure 8 movement is going to work your shoulders and all sorts of ranges of motion and stabilization muscles. And you'll find that, so you're going to do 10 complete pass-throughs in one direction and then 10 complete pass-throughs in the other direction. So each hand touching the kettlebell counts as one rep. And you'll find that going the reverse direction is a little bit more awkward, takes some more coordination. So this is a funky one, but kind of fun. So you'll do 10 in one direction, 10 in the other. So that was one round. Do 4 more rounds if you have time.
Okay. All right. That was awesome. It was hard. You might like go through the first round and think, oh, this will be easy. And then by then you're like, why? So it was a good one. It's a beautiful day out here. It's like 75 and sunny. And then it's supposed to snow tomorrow. So be outside while you can and enjoy it. Try to aim for 5 rounds. If you only have time for 3 rounds, do that. And then I hope the explanation of all the workout or all the exercises helped. But also, if you find that you're sacrificing form in order to get all the reps in, just decrease the number of reps and focus on your form a little bit more. Make sure you have 15 to 20 seconds of rest. Hope you tagged along and enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Bye.